I look hungover because I was simply out till 11:30 last night and it's just too late. This is my favorite brunch or patio or coffee date makeup. I'm gonna slick my hair back. Trying to make a straight part. I did already have my hair slicked back last night. That's why it looks like this. I already have some of this Expondo BDSM balm in it. I just slick it back with a fine tooth comb and then just do a tiny little baby bun at the back. Such a simple look, but I always feel so elegant when I wear slick hair. I wore this base combo the other day and got so many compliments on it. This is the 3 Ships Replenish Barrier Repair. I doused my face with Tower 28 SOS. Now that that's settled into the skin, I'm going to take this Tower 28 Sunny Days. I've had this foundation for a while, but I kind of gave it a pass. I guess I tried it in winter when my skin was dry and I just needed to really prep my skin first. Of all of the tinted sunscreen foundations, this one is a little bit more on the, I would say, satin to matte side. Just spreading it all over with my artiste brush. I'm gonna use my Kosas concealer and I'm just gonna pop it only underneath the eye for now. I plan on using a cream eyeshadow on top, so that's why I'm not going to pop concealer on the top of the eye. I don't even drink, but being out past like 10 o'clock at night, I feel like I wake up with a hangover the next morning. Whatever's left on the brush, I'm just gonna swipe that kind of over the brow bone just for any discoloration. But because we're using a cream, I don't want to put a cream on top of a cream because that's just going to cause more creasing. Just going to set a few areas with the Mob translucent powder. I'm going to take a nice dose and pop that onto the eyelid to prep for the cream shadow. A little bit of this plume tinted brow gel through the brows. This will be my only brow product just because I want a really soft brow for this look. I'm going to take this Mob Beauty M145 Cream Clay Shimmer. I'm just going to start with that on the lid. So wherever you put your finger first, most product is going to go there. So I'm working it onto the lid, and then whatever's left on my finger, I'm just going to tap that upwards. This just gives a beautiful wet-like shine. Deposit most of the color onto the lid and then tap upwards. Best trick with these creams is to not leave too much in the crease of your eye. And because this is a shimmer, I'm not going to set it with a powder like I would with most of my matte cream clay eyeshadows. So that's why we did quite a good dose of powder first. Curl my eyelashes. While I'm waiting for the Mob mascara to come back in stock, well, this is the only plastic-free mascara that I've bothered to try because it's Too Faced. There is a Sephora brand with a plastic-free mascara. I can't believe it. I quite like it. I would say it's about a half point not as good as the regular Too Faced Better Than Sex. By the very end of the day, you'll see just a little bit of flaking underneath the eye, but I don't mind. I feel like I don't really wear my makeup for much longer than 6 hours. My eyelashes are quite long because I'm back on the Revitalash train. For the cheeks, I'm going to take my M115 Cream Clay eyeshadow. I love this cream clay eyeshadow as like a cool tone bronzer. Because it's a cream clay eyeshadow, it's a little more pigmented, so you just need to be really soft with it. Always put it on and then take a little bit away by buffing it back into the skin with that foundation brush. The star of the show, M136 Satya's amazing orangey red lipstick from Mob. Oh my gosh. I've been craving a red lip look for a while now. I'm just going to swipe it onto the lip. I'm going to take this bally kind of brush just to soften the edges. I remember the first time I had a bride ask for a non-defined red lip and I was mortified. In my head, the only way to do a red lip was crisp, always and forever. But she was used to like kind of putting it on with her fingers, so she wasn't used to this like really crisp red lip. Fast forward like 12 years later, I think of her every time I diffuse my red lip. Don't get me wrong, there's still a time and a place always for a defined red lip. That will never go out of style. I've always gravitated towards the orange red because I just feel like a true classic red is classic, but an orange red is classic but fun. With a classic red, I'll usually use like a peachy pinky blush, but with this orange red, I love an orange blush moment. I'm gonna take my orange creamsicle blush that I made with Mob. This is shade M118. And I'm just gonna pop that more on the high points of the cheek right here. I love this orange pastel kind of vibe. It just adds a little bit of weird to the look. I love blush that starts on the apples of the cheeks and then really hits this temple and side brow bone area. And then, as always, just tap that back into the skin with the foundation brush. Usually I'll just pop one more tiny dot of concealer under there after I'm done with eyes and blush. Just pat that in with your finger. Everyone's freaked out about creasing, and I think that that's why people don't love the Kosas concealer. But once it gets into this little crease right here, what I do is I just dab that in or blend it out a little bit with a finger. And usually once it's collected in there, it doesn't tend to recrease in that area. Hit that center zone with a little more translucent. There we go. That is a very classic chic look. This is what I'd wear for like drinks on a patio or coffee brunch with girlfriends or even just a summer wedding. Love the glassy sheen of this cream clay shimmer.